Speaking of white privilege and racism, the Canceled Podcast is in the can. Let's get into influencer news, a new segment. Hit like a segment thing. Influencer news. The Canceled Podcast is in the can. I created a monster. I
created a monster.
I let that woman leave this yellow couch where things were safe and sound, and we only messed around a little bit, got a little silly, but never really went too hard. And then she goes out on her own. She canceled about 17 people and then canceled herself.
Yeah, dude, I saw this one TikTok that was so funny, dude. It was like this gay dude, and he was like, I'm not quite sure why you called it the Canceled Podcast, because are you guys canceled so you say whatever you want, or do you guys just cancel people?
Yeah.
And it ended up being like a show that just canceled everybody.
Yeah, which people love.
How did they get there? They just turned into like an H3 spinoff. But it was a great fucking show. They were number one. They were about to take over the whole planet.
Yeah, I know.
Call her, say, Alex Cooper, I could see her in the war room.
They passed her.
What the hell is happening right here? These two, my $125 million deal with Sirius is at stake right now because these two girls are blowing up the interwebs. Everybody on TikTok. Brooke about to surpass Tana. Uh-oh.
I couldn't even get back on the show anymore.
We're too small. Small. They don't want us on.
Well, we'll see how it goes. When you're at the top, that's when they get you.
That's why you got to fly low.
Yeah, like us.
You got to fly. You got to keep those views under 300, 400,000.
You fly a little too close to. Well, your sidekick does. Your.
That ain't me, brother. That ain't me. That's him. I stay way low under the radar, dude.
Have you been getting smoke from his smoke lately?
I genuinely don't care.
Don't say I don't care. I knew you were gonna say
no. It's not that I don't care. Like I don't like if issues arise. Like it won't bother me. I have so much real life shit that I'm working on. What
about the burger restaurant now is in jeopardy because it's people
what
calling
is
it
jeopardy?
9/11.
Oh yeah, you created that, bro.
I didn't mean to post that clip on my Instagram.
Yeah, but the clip went crazy, didn't it?
But I was spooked because I'm like, I didn't write this caption and post.
What was the caption?
Mike was behind the operation. When the operation is 9/11, just say it 9/11. So I went and edited the caption to make it sound more in my own words. But weird when just random stuff's been posted on your Instagram and you just had a mental breakdown, seizure, all that. I'm like, am I going crazy? Did I post this and completely forget everything?
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't. The internet's tricking people in. Bro, I bet Brooke felt like such a bad person. Really, she's not a bad person, dude. You know what I'm saying? Tana's not a bad. It's like, dude, like when this stuff starts, it makes you start to like doubt your sanity. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I got a phone call from Brooke last night.
She's such a sweetheart.
I didn't answer it. I was already asleep
because you were too worried about having a conversation with her.
No, it was after 9 p.m. So I was already in bed. So I get a call from her. I look at it in the morning and I see a missed call from her, and then I get a text and she says, "Hey, did you mean to call me last night?" And I was like,
"Oh, somebody used that app on you guys."
Yeah, I didn't call you. It was probably stupid. That app.
Do you want to know who the one person that always calls me from that app is? David Dobrik.
Yeah.
That's who they use to get me every time.
That's me. I do that. That's probably me.
And so I answered and I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm so happy you called. I have so much to tell you."
You know who it is?
And it was
like a weird thing to say.
It's probably Siobhan or something. But yeah, we used to do that spoof. It's called Spoofed app. I don't even know if it's allowed anymore.
Don't promote it on the show.
Just ruin the world. Because like if you say I called David from Liza's number and he's like, "Oh my God, like I missed the call," and then he goes to call her back and she's like, "What the fuck, you fucking asshole, I don't want nothing to do with you."
Yeah.
And like, you could really make people's lives hell with that app.
100%.
So she's like, "Oh no, but that app sounds funny, like what is it?" Maybe like just asking for a friend, like joking around. And we just had like some small talk, and I was like on another note, like, what's the deal with you and Tanner? Do you guys like fix your beef and everything? And she goes, "Oh, this is a different Brooke." And then I was like, "Oh, well, this whole fucking story makes no sense now." There's a completely different random Brooke that I went to high school with.
She was never on a podcast.
No.
This Brooke. She's still in Staten Island?
Yeah.
She probably has like a crippling meth addiction or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's been going on in Staten Island these days, dude?
They're using the spoof app, and they're
100%.
They're getting me. So I got caught, but that just goes to show you how much I've been in touch with my girls there, because they've been going through a lot.
Every person out there is dealing with some shit and is probably a little bit crazy, bro. And they're probably looking back at somebody else saying, damn, I wish I was normal. And that person that is looking back at them saying, damn, I wish I was that normal. That helps you root yourself in the understanding that this is not a unique scenario for you. If you're out there watching this and trying to figure it out, we're all dealing with shit. We're all struggling. That should make you feel closer to us. He's dealing with stuff. I'm dealing with stuff. A lot of stuff every day. Doing the best I can. Cody's dealing with stuff. Bathroom Boys are dealing with stuff. So we're all in it together. We're all in this crazy human condition, this human experiment together. And the only thing that we really can do is try to help each other. Not try to push each other down, not try to make fun of each other on social media, not try to be mean to each other. It's to try to lift each other up as much as possible. And that even gets harder because you see everybody else trying to tear people down. So then you want to feel like you want to be negative and you want to do this, and you go on Twitter all day and you read these headlines, you see this nasty stuff.
No, that's just you. Now
no, it's not. I'm off it. No, it's not. It's not.
Wait, I don't go on Twitter. Cody's not on Twitter.
No, you guys aren't. But there's a lot of people in the world who are, and or Instagram or on whatever app, TikTok, and you watch people get canceled because they said some shit 27 years ago.
Some people are only on Strava.
But I'm just saying.
Stay off Twitter, please.
Exactly.
Just use Strava. That's all you. That's only.
But I'm
just
regardless. There's a lot of negativity out there, and we gotta like lift each other up. I'll preach that shit till the end of time, and I know people will always find a way to make fun of it. But man, when you see me out, and you see me in a room of people, that's always my goal. That's always my goal, is to try to smile, make people laugh, make people smile, make people forget about all this shit, because there's a lot of shit. You either die a hero or you live long enough to
Poor
become
Logan.
a villain. Well, he's been a villain since day one. He never had a chance. He is too low. Let's put it like this, bro. That kid he's just too close to a Nazi. He's got the blue hair, blue eyes, the blonde hair. He's the epitome of perfection as an American human, like visual.
Has he talked about me lately?
I got that cloud. I think.
But what I'm saying is this: you see him and you gotta hate him. He's athletic. He's muscular. He's smart. Even if he came out with that build out and was the nicest guy, it would have been the situation like when Mr. Beast gave people eyes, and he still got canceled.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You can't the human brain will always skew to the negative. That is what our brain is set up for. It's why scandals get so much attention. It's why the Brooke Mexican bean dip scandal, it was the biggest thing in the history of the world. These people haven't thought about Trayvon Martin since the 1600s. But as soon as a scandal popped up, every white person in the world was ready to start a fucking march for Trayvon Martin. They didn't give a shit 22 seconds earlier. But that's what scandals do. That's what people want, to get something they can dig their teeth in. They want somebody to hate, Cody. That's what they want. They want somebody to hate.
I don't hate Logan.
I don't think he understands because he's off the internet. He doesn't know bean dip scandal. What Brooks? Yeah. He doesn't know. Brooks.
Well, all right. Well, what do you call Mexican baptism?
No, I said that on purpose. I don't know. I've never been to a Mexican baptism.
I'll be honest with you. My assumption would be it's probably just called a baptism.
Yeah.
But I'm sure.
It's just the same thing.
Yeah.
What's
the Spanish?
There's no such thing as a baptism. A baptism is a Catholic thing.
No, but Mexican Catholics.
Yeah.
No, I think that's for 16.
Mexican Catholics, that's just like...
Can we look up the term, the Spanish
Spanish
term?
and Mexican are two different things.
I know that. That's what I'm saying. I need to know what the... No,
Spanish is Spain.
Let's do a call.
Can I get the terminology for a Mexican baptism, please? It would help a lot. Like, what do they call a baptism in Mexico? You got producers back there. What are they producing besides farts?
They are farting away probably back there. No air. There's
Just
no
ventilation. What is it?
Just says baptism. There's no special word.
What do you call
for
a Mexican baptism? A baptism.
Yeah, that's
it. Brooke, it went way...
Yo, look, this podcast is off the rails. Let's slow it down a bit and...
With the laugh track.